am I ever happy to be back here? Was anybody here last night when Hollerado played a show? So I'll tell you, I almost didn't make it here to play this show today. So last night, for anyone who wasn't here, my old band, Hollerado, played their first show, our first show in 5 years. And we had so much fun. And we even did this thing at the beginning where we planned it for a bit. The neighbors of my parents, who are older gentlemen, we had them learn Juliet, and they came out like walkers and canes and stuff and pretended they were us because we'd been retired for so long. We thought it would be very funny. And when we were practicing, I was like, "No, come on, guys, you have to look older, more injured, and And sure enough, after our great show and me jumping around like an asshole for an hour and a half last night, I woke up this morning and I stretched my back and I hurt, and I could not get out of bed. But luckily, I was staying with my parents in Manitouk, and they have lived in Manitouk since 1986, so they know everybody, and they're like, "Oh, that's okay, we'll call the guy from the park." And the guy from the park came over, and he's a chiropractor apparently, because he worked miracles on my back. He gave me a crack, and we were good to go. So thank you, Mike, from the park. I was thinking about how much Manitouk has changed since they moved there in 1986, and we used to have the old video flicks outside. We used to hang outside there and do bottle totes, and then we go down by the bridge, and we'd find a big rock, and we'd dump it off the bridge. It was, there's not like a freeway underneath, it's the river. Manitouk, not Florida. Anyway, it's crazy seeing the things how, we don't survive change. So this is a song about going back to the things that have changed and the people who aren't here anymore too. Skids in the summer, ain't nothing funny. Bum around by the video store. But some of the best kids, just like VHS's, ain't around no more. For the ones still living in this old place, been like sitting in some drawer. And if it weren't for the way you loved me through it, I'd be dead on some barroom floor. And if I could rewind now to where it all began, I'd sing a prayer to the kids by the video store that never stood a chance. We would drink enough, whatever there was, to kill a Clydesdale every night. But we would do enough drugs and punching to bring that same horse back to life. You wanna hang out in a bar, pretend it's full of poets, sit alone in the corner and shiver. Those romantic places, turn the lights up, it's more like a dead poet's liver. And if I could rewind now to where it all began, I'd sing a prayer to the kids by the video store that never stood a chance. Forget-me-nots were late this spring, started to lose it like everyone else. When the tears finally bloomed, an ocean of blue, I nearly cried myself. So I drove down to the strip mall to look for the video store. Though I knew damn well it's been gone for years, but I had to check once more. And if I could rewind now to where it all began, I'd sing a prayer to the kids by that never stood a chance. Skids in the summer, ain't nothing funner, bum around by the video store. But some of the best kids, just like VHS's, ain't around no more. Thank you. Hey, everybody, so this is one of the first shows ever with this fantastic band that I've known some of these people for a really long time, and Davide I just met last week, but he's one of my new favorite humans. It's the start of a new chapter here, which is really exciting, but I want to talk about the reason we're all here tonight, Tokyo Police Club. It's the end of a chapter, and they really did something truly amazing. It's one of those jobs that it makes no fucking sense, and there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, and it really makes up your identity for like a big chunk of your life. And I just want to say thank you to them for all the great memories they brought all of us in this room. So let's give them a clap. And this song is about bravery. I'm going to dedicate it to them because there's something pretty brave about going back into the real world with a 20-year gap in your resume. So this is for you guys, Tokyo. You're amazing. When the sky caves in, don't look away. When the fireworks begin, don't look away. When the thunder stops rolling, you wanna run, but you must stay. Raise your eyes up to the heavens, never look anyway. When the sun blows its brains out, baby, don't look away. As the massacre plays out, don't look away. Walk brave to that battlefield, say all there is to say by staring silent at the heavens, never look anyway. I bang my head slamming out mess with. Show up at the dumpster fire in a yellow party dress. I've been dancing through this black and white. kids yelling in the hall. Raised in pieces on the TV, red, white, and blue. Yeah, I this one million reasons I wouldn't get them all. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Well, I agree with you on that, man, but all of them are sinister. These folks wearing yellow jumpsuits to the office, scared of moving us from the bed to the hospice. My parents are here tonight. I was kind of scared shitless the first time I played this song for my mother because I wanted to write a song for my mother. She's a wonderful person, and she's also quite dyslexic. She's an amazing visual artist. Those things sometimes go together. And I wanted to write her a song, and I guess I couldn't help being a little smart-ass shit, and I wanted to write her a song in dyslexic. She passed some of those genes down to me too, so I figured I could do that. And I'm gonna play that song for you guys right now, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to anyone else. My mother, she's dyslexic. Sometimes her letters switch around. Oh, she failed grade 10 like any good artist does. But she passed those juggins down. She faints flowers, she saints punsets. Hates her part when she bolds a hush. And she assured me I would ride my dog when I wasn't in a fush. Anyway, that's it. So that was a song about the imaginary dog, but I have a real dog as of recently. So Hollerado, we always had a rule towards the end of the band. We were like, if we ever see a puppies for sale sign, we have to stop and get a puppy. And but it was like the era of Kijiji and everything. We never saw one. And 2 years ago to the day, I think it was the 4th of July, and I was driving down the road and I saw a puppies for sale sign. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta do this. So I did. I drove up the road and there was like a million dogs running around, and I found the farmer, and he was a Dutch fish farmer. He told me his name, and I was like, oh, my name's Dutch. That's about it, the Dutch, but I was like, it's a sign, I gotta get one. So I was like, okay, which one of these are the parents? And he's like, he looks around and he points at one, he's like, oh, that's the mother. And he pointed at this other one, just fucking screaming his head off. He looked like a Belgian coke dealer. And he's like, that's the father. I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, okay, well, the puppies were cute, but I was like, what do they look like when they grow up? What do these puppies look like? And he was like, oh, I don't know, that's the first time that those two dogs have fucked. And so I picked one out, and I picked completely wrong. I got a defective one. The biggest piece of shit dog you could possibly ever imagine. And I brought him home, and yeah, he was so bad. I didn't like him so much that I didn't name him for like 2 weeks. And my friends were all like, oh, you're just getting what your parents got when you were a teenager. That made me like him a little more. And it was just, remember there was that huge Rogers blackout, like the telecommunications company Rogers, and like people died because you couldn't call 911. I was like, there's a big fuck up. And I looked over at Roger, he was like chewing on some shit, and I was like, Roger, that's your name. But now I love him so much, Roger. He's become one of my best friends in the world. And I wrote him a song. I feel a little bad about it, but I'm gonna sing it anyway. It's called Bad Dog. Woo! I got a dog, a real bad dog. He's the worst, but I love him still. He ripped out my couch, he pissed in my house. He's bad, but I love him still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it seems to me that dog don't need more excuses for being a jerk. You see, under every bad boy, you can find a good boy as long as he got something to chew. So him and me, we take it easy on each other, even when it ain't easy to do. Because he's a bad dog, a real bad dog. He's the worst, but I love him still. He lived on my couch, he pissed in my house. He's bad, but I love him still. Wow, it's quiet up here tonight compared to last night. I had a lot of fun last night, though. I ruined the surprise for half the people in here last night. Yeah, you... I wonder what it could be. Scripture for preteens, pictures of New York City life. 15 and dreaming, every way of leaning on the windowsill of my bedroom at night. Our love is how it is breaking slowly. I'm following these old back roads with the radio on. Hands on the wheel, I'm shaking and lonely. Backwater nowhere, it's time to come home. November night bus, Port Authority arrivals, sounds so romantic till you see what's going down. The dawn was breaking, I felt born again. It's a street magician's trick on kids from small town. Our love is how it is breaking slowly. I'm following these old back roads with the radio on. Hands on the wheel, I'm shaking and lonely. Backwater nowhere, it's time to go home. Backwater nowhere, porch light in the distance. Oh, take me home. Backwater nowhere, I'm following the river like an angel. Take me home now. Jamie had a one-room apartment, let me sleep on his floor. I got a cash job in Manhattan, doing some rich guy's chores. Good times come easy, rich guys come quick. The money got better, and the drugs, they got big. Backwater nowhere, watch right in the distance, like an angel, take me home. Backwater nowhere, I'm following your river, like an angel, take me home. Following your river, take me home, take me home. That's Stecky, he's the sound guy. We've been working together for 15 years, but he's never heard he's never heard me sound so quiet in my life. Let's see how loud we can get on this one. 1, 2, 3, 5, no dead, not right. So goddamn wild, we won't see it all. past glory. Let my mind be still. Let me enjoy the view from here before you roll us down the hill. When the colors melt at the end of this long day, let the storms bring understanding, a comfort in the grave. But that don't help me much right now. My mind is going nuts. I wanna wake up early every morning. Stay out late, hear the teardrops in the window, back to that fire away. Wanna feel the floor heavy and I'm stuck between the bones. Beat down the lazy focus, and we find that far through. Take the idols off the office, put them in the closet on the shelf. Take those skeletons to find it there. There's back to hell. You won't see it in this madness, song that's no man in the way. Hanging on with broken fingers, and I'm patient. Let my mind be still. Let me enjoy the view from here. Rolls down the hill. Where the father's mouth at the end of this long day. Let the storms bring understanding. Comfort in the grave. Let the storms bring understanding. Can we please hear it for this absolutely fantastic band? David Danza, Darcy Yates, Todd, my partner in crime, Nixon Boyd, and Kevin Carson. Let's get Hollerado out here. You have never heard this band so quiet as it's about to be. We're gonna try a couple songs for you, and yeah, there we go. We're gonna try the first song we ever wrote together as a band. You might know it. It's the one I said this last night, but we all had promising careers doing other stuff, well, except for me at the time. And we wrote this song in Nick and Jake's living room. Nick was going to school at McGill University, and he was 3 years into an engineering degree, and we wrote this song. I was like, it's pretty good, right, Nick? And
It's good enough for me.
Yeah,
Here we go, let's go on tour.
And here we are. Where the sun sets again slow. If I could take a trip with you, that's where we would go. I'll bring the playing cards, you melt the snow that gets us out of here. Hey, now I've been waiting so long. Dress a drawer that I wear when I'm sick. stop, we'll have a screen door where we'll buy some souvenir hats. Oh, come on, pet the oldest dog. Then we do the driving through the afternoon. 1, 2, 3. So the reason we got back together to play that show yesterday is because when we did our last show 5 years ago, Tokyo Police Club, we had all our friends play, but Tokyo Police Club took a very, very significant pay cut to come open for us on our last show. And then when we heard that they were doing this run here, and they were like, well, we'll get those Hollerado fuckers back. And so we agreed to it, and I gotta say, it's one of the best decisions we've made in the last 15 years.
If we could just be counted on to make about one decision every 5 years, we might get it right.
All right, I'm gonna try this one acoustic. That was a good note to end on, but what the fuck. We're gonna try one more here. It's funny, last night at the show, I ran into some people from Manatee. It's cool running into people that you knew as a kid, as an older person. A while back, I ran into one of the kids who beat the shit out of me. And you know what? There's something really special about that too, you know? Yeah, I know, you're telling me. I almost couldn't play the show tonight until I saw a chiropractor. Alright, think you're ready to try this one? Yeah, let's do it. It's called Fish Out of Water.
Woo!
Big mouth kid moves to a small town, makes for a real messy opening bus. I was 8 years old when I got my nose first busted up all over my shirt. But you learn the spots for swimming in the summer. You learn to pass the puck. And you learn sometimes it's best say nothing when you don't want to test your luck. There's a fish out of water everywhere you go. There's a fish out of water in everyone you know. I drove into the city. Some dude laughed at the curve of my brim. So I provided that flat hat man out back. I made a country boy out of him. And my favorite bartender, he kicked me out. Said that's not how we do it in here. He said you can come back when you learn to relax. But man, you're gonna buy me a beer. There's a fish out of water everywhere you go. There's a creature gasping upside down in everyone you know. We're all fish out of water flopping in the sand. But we slowly grew some legs somehow. We learned to walk on land. Play this song before.
You're doing it now.
Let's hear it for Nixon Boy. Nick's got a killer solo record coming out too in the new year. It's really amazing. Alright. And the names have been changed in this part, just so you know. The other day I ran into Tommy Kelly Jr., the kid who broke my jaw. He looks older now, just like me. He told me about his pa. You see, senior died last year. He had a shovel in his hand. He used to beat little Tommy with an old extension cord. But Tommy, he still misses that man. There's a fish out of water everywhere you go. There's a creature taking their first breath in everyone you know. So insides to every story, and don't bother counting no more. We're all fish out of water, just trying to get by on this shore. awesome. All the Hollerado gang is going to be hanging out at the merch table, selling some t-shirts and meeting all you guys. So come say hello in the next little bit if you want to.